So have you ever had low immune system? Well, I know I have. Traveling around the world, being around a lot of people at events, just overworking yourself, whether it be in the office or for me in the gym. I needed a solution. I needed something that was going to help boost my energy, but also mitochondria function, because without that mitochondria actually being optimized, your body just doesn't work. And I need it to work each and every freaking day. And that's why I loved glutathione and NAD+. I usually use them combined because they basically solve this problem that I've been having, where when it comes to cold and flu season, I would always catch a cold. And when I get sick, I'm always out for at least 7 to 9 days. And I just can't have that. And then also dealing with brain fog. I had long COVID back in 2021. And I just, since then, I had some, a lot of fogginess, like cognitive function decline, in my opinion. I was slurring my words and like doing content even. And I needed a boost. And it couldn't just come from caffeine, right? Or like some pill that someone tried to get me to take that clearly didn't work. But really what came to about for me was looking at Row Nutrition. They have the best products because it's not a pill and it definitely isn't a powder, and it's liposomal delivery system. Why liposomal? Because liposomal delivery systems go straight through the bloodstream. It bypasses all the other stuff that usually pills and powders just make ineffective. And I realized something after taking it for a few weeks. Cognitive decline, no more. Boosted energy, heck yeah. And liver detoxification through taking glutathione was definitely making me feel optimized when I go through events, traveling internationally, even domestic. I can't speak highly enough about Row Nutrition because they really made sure that what you see is truly what you get, where normally you're taking a powder or a pill and you're only getting a fraction of its effectiveness. Other than that, as far as my training, I use them both at the same time, to be quite honest. I can take it with me on the road like this. This goes through TSA pretty easy. And I keep these usually in my gym bag or even in my truck. It just mixes in water. You can put it in a sports drink if you like. But the taste for me, I can literally just twist this off or pop this off and actually squirt it. It's very, very simple. And it actually smells really good. And it tastes even better. This tastes different than this one. This one kind of tastes more like a citrus, whereas this one, let me try it real quick just so I can. This one almost just tastes flat, like water. But another thing that I realized, I was going to IV clinics a lot, and you go get your, Myers cocktails and all this other stuff, and I realized like years ago that I need to stay hydrated. I would always get a glutathione push, and I would try the NAD. The NAD did not work for me. I had a weird reaction to it, and I had to do it for like the injections you have to take every day, which I didn't like. But doing it in an IV, they would titrate me up, and it would take like 2 to 3 hours to go through the bag, and I would feel nauseous. And I had to do it for 3 days. And it was very expensive. It was in the thousands of dollars to get that treatment. I just was like, it's unaffordable. I don't like it. I need a different option. And with the glutathione, I would have that put in a saline bag toward the end. And yeah, I will say that it worked. Both of them worked, I guess. But one thing is for sure, two things are for certain, is that I needed something that, look, I don't want to go to a freaking IV clinic every week. It's too expensive. It takes too much time. To go through an IV clinic, it's gonna take me 30 to 40 minutes just to drive to one. They may not be in all 50 states. I literally travel all the time. And I just need to have a system. I'm always trying to keep the cost down on certain things, but most importantly, the absorption. So with pills and powders, I'm not gonna get the same absorption with the liposomal technology that Row Nutrition has. Doing this every day is such a game changer. So I really recommend to you guys, if you're dealing with, a troubling immune system, if you want better mitochondria function, if you want less brain fog, if you want to be more optimized with just your overall life and having that detoxification, this is a master antioxidant, by the way, glutathione. It's been researched time and time again. You guys can Google it all you want. But if you want something portable too, like you can take this as just a one hitter, twist, boom, go. So again, Row Nutrition, you guys have done it again. Check them out online or in some stores, and you won't be disappointed because this is something you can truly rely on each dose.